which products should you sell on Amazon in the UAE? But most importantly, which products should you avoid selling on Amazon in the UAE because of restrictions or because they are gated? All the information in this video. Keep on watching. So of course there are several categories that you can sell in, and there are literally thousands of products that you can sell on Amazon in the UAE. However, there are some gated or restricted categories and gated and restricted products within those categories that need additional approval, or they are just something that you can't possibly sell on Amazon. I'm gonna be talking about all those categories and products, and I'm also gonna be sharing with you my own personal restrictions, as well as which categories I think are very successful and which categories you should be focusing on, or at least the categories that I'm focusing on, all in today's video. If this is your first time watching a video on this channel, hi, my name is Crystal. I'm an Amazon seller and I'm the founder of Amazon Sellers Society Middle East. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want to learn everything about selling on Amazon in the Middle East. So within the Amazon.ae platform, there are categories that require approval because they are gated or restricted, and there are products within those categories or within ungated and unrestricted categories that need pre-approval and that need to be ungated before you are able to sell them. Reason being, Amazon want to ensure that customers get the best quality products on the Amazon platform, and that should be something that is gonna make you happy as a seller, and because they want to ensure customer safety. So most of the ways that you would ungate a product, most of the documents that you need are documents that you should be able to provide Amazon if you are selling high quality goods. With that being said, you can decide whether you do want to go for gated products, restricted products, or categories, or you don't, based on a number of things. However, let's start with the gated or restricted categories. Anything you sell under that category needs approval, or you basically need approval to be able to sell in those particular categories. There are not a lot of categories. So the categories that require approval are grocery, books, baby food and formula, pet food, and dietary supplements, sport nutrition, and vitamins and minerals. You need approval to be able to sell anything in those categories. In order to get approval, it depends on what the product is. So you have to contact Amazon. However, it's mostly that you need to confirm that you are a registered business in the UAE. So this is where you need a business license, and confirmation such as a GMP manufacturing certificate or an EQM, a certificate of analysis, just valuable information that Amazon need in order to make sure that the product is high quality and that customers get high quality goods on the actual website. Now, products that require approval, and of course I'll leave this I'll leave this website linked down below. However, you need to have an Amazon account in order to access it. So as you can see here, ink cartridges or toners, they need pre-approval, and all you need to do is to prove authenticity, i.e. give out an invoice. Perfumes and fragrances, same thing. Helmets, you can look in the approval for other products because they're considered as other products. And you can see here what is required. Lots of things, you just go through them and see if you can get those documents in order to ungate the product. Now, there are completely restricted products, so products that you are not allowed to sell on Amazon, and some of them are you know, they're like weapons, for example. You're not allowed to sell weapons. You're not allowed to sell animals. You're not allowed to sell cars. You're not allowed to sell a lot of things. So you can also go through this restricted products and see what you can and can't sell according to these products or categories. So you can click on clothing, for example, and understand what types of clothing is permitted, so you can sell clothing, shoes, bags, and other accessories, and what things you cannot sell as part of the clothing category or the clothing products. Now, another way to actually make sure and assess whether you can or can't sell that particular product is to actually try to list the product. You can list the product at any time. You don't have to start selling it straight away. You can even delete it and list it again when you're ready to actually start selling it. So try to find a product that is very similar to the product that you want to sell and try adding it to your account as if you are trying to be a reseller for that product, and see what you get. Normally, if the product is gated or restricted, you will get the show the limitations and apply to sell type of button. So you click on it and you see what documents you need to provide. If you can provide those documents, then great, go ahead and try to sell that product. If you can't provide those documents, then you need to move on and forget about that product altogether. Now, before I move on to my own personal restrictions and the categories that I consider my favorite categories and that are very successful on Amazon.ae, I want to remind you of our competition. So if you want to win a strategy call with me, we do it over Zoom, one-on-one for an hour, where we talk about everything Amazon. Please go ahead and like this video, click subscribe, and make sure you leave any comment. We will choose someone randomly in each and every video. For this video, the person that has won is the person that left me this comment. Thanks so much for commenting and liking and subscribing. Make sure you send me a DM on our Instagram account so we can arrange a one-on-one Zoom call. Now, personal restrictions. Product number one or products number one are user-related products. So products that require a person to assemble or that are very biased based on the customer's or client's experience. These products are very tough. Let me give you an example. Everybody loves IKEA. However, everybody hates assembling IKEA furniture. So it's the same exact thing. Some people are going to love a product that you are selling that needs assembly, and some people are going to find it very, very, very tough to assemble the product, and you're going to get mixed reviews. So for me, user-related products are not something that I would advise you to sell. Product number two or products number two, cheap electronics. Yes, I know electronics are something that sell a lot on Amazon. However, the problem with cheap electronics is that they're probably not that good quality. And in the long run, it would be smarter for you to make sure that the products that you are selling are actually good quality and don't break down after the first or second use, because we want good reviews and we want to build a business that lasts more than just a couple of months. So whatever electronics you decide to sell, make sure you vet them, make sure you try them, make sure you definitely order a sample and test the product out just to make sure that the quality is there. Products or product number three, app-dependent products. Those are very popular, but they are related to a certain application. So for example, Philips came out with the smart light bulb, the Philips Hue. You are able to basically just turn it on and off, change the colors of the light bulb all through your phone. and that is dependent on an app. A lot of manufacturers have been creating similar types of smart products, but they are dependent on an app. And if the application isn't good, then you're gonna have some issues with those products and you're gonna start getting bad reviews. Watertight, airtight, or inflatable products. Very popular products, especially in the Middle East because of the weather. However, these products are very critical. For these types of products, I would suggest that you get an inspection agency to inspect your products before they leave your manufacturer. Because if you're selling an inflatable pool or an inflatable floaty and it just happens to be defective, your customers are gonna be so upset and you're gonna get really bad reviews. So you need to make sure, let alone they're a safety hazard. So you need to make sure that those products are really, really high quality before they leave your supplier's warehouse. You can get an inspection agency for that to check your products before they actually leave. That would be a good investment to make. Now, what about my favorite categories? I'm gonna be giving you 3 categories which are my favorite. And no, they're not pet supplies or sporting goods. They're things that you've probably not even thought of. Category number 1, tools and home improvement. Such a fun category, so many things that you can sell under that category. It doesn't have a lot of competition because not a lot of sellers actually know that it actually exists. So you can find a lot of interesting products to sell, very much related to hobbies. At the same time, it benefits from a referral fee of only 10% versus 15% for some other categories. Category number 2, cameras. Lots of people love their cameras and their mobile phones. We spend so much money on cameras and mobile phones, and we are willing to spend a lot of money on good quality accessories for cameras and mobile phones, or for not mobile phones, but for photos and photography in general. And this category also benefits from only 5% referral fee as opposed to the standard 15%. It's such a fun category. Category number 3, automotive. This is also a very fun category with a lot of interesting products. Not a lot of people think about this category when they want to launch their accounts or when they want to start selling on Amazon in the UAE. You will find so many manufacturers for that category, and the great thing about it, when there are so many manufacturers, that means it's an innovative category with a lot of new products launching all the time. It also benefits from a 10% referral fee, and it's also a very popular category during gifting season, especially for men. So make sure you try to look at products that are selling within those 3 interesting categories. And that was it for this video. Now you know everything related to ungating categories or products. If you want to learn more about how to sell successfully on Amazon in the Middle East, make sure you check out our free training webinar. You'll find the link in the description box below. I'll see you in a new video with more information. Bye!